Have you ever wondered why your food tastes so flat after adding so many ingredients? It's not about your ingredients, though. It's about your technique. Follow me. So let me share something with you. When Auntie BC wants to cook jollof rice, I'm sure you people have seen so many videos on how she would execute her jollof rice, coupled with the flavor from the burnt firewood and the pot used. Flavor is built, exceptionally built. It is not done. The secret to it is layering. Not just only layering, the portion at which you used to layer. You know, that's how you will cook rice and you add so much garlic and ginger. And see, no matter how much you add maggi, how much you add salt, it's only garlic and ginger you'll be tasting. So there are three key techniques that you should take note of. There's the early stage, the middle stage, and the late stage. So follow me. So what do we mean by early stage? Early stage involves your aromatics, your fat, and salt. What do I mean by aromatics? I mean, you know, all those strong, and what they call it, vegetables that you can smell from afar. We're talking about onions, we're talking about garlic, we're talking about ginger. That is how you start layering, and you need your fats to build that up. So when you're cooking, let's say something savory, we're talking about stew now, for instance, you start with your oil, your ginger, your onions, your garlic, then you go ahead to build up with some aromatic herbs. We're talking about thyme, we're talking about bay leaf, we're talking about rosemary. I'm going to teach you all of that if you just follow through on my channel. Sorry, my TikTok page. But by the time you add that, you go ahead with salt. Salt is an amplifier. It boosts the aromatics you used in your oil. That is why when you're cooking, you don't use any oil, you use good oil. For the middle stage, we go ahead with our liquids and probably any other spice you want to use for your soup or stew build. And you know that that is a whole journey on its own, depending on what you're cooking. But see, the base is very important. Then talk more about the last stage, which is where you go in with either more salt or your vegetables to crown out the dish. You know how when you're cooking jollof rice, you go in after your pepper paste, onions, garlic, the rice, you mix, allow it to steam. Then you now begin to add butter or vegetables and all of that. That is the last stage. And trust me, flavor is built. Like I said, it is not done. So the key is to adding the right spices or the right herbs or the right aromatics at the right time and with the right quantity. If it's too much, it kills every other thing. So if you want people to lick their fingers and lick their plate because you cook that food, you know what to do. Start building flavors instead of what? Dumping them. So do well to follow my page for more if you want to learn about food, and click the click button to share, to like, and to save. Bye.